O-R-M?
Yeah. F-I.
Firm. In the firm. My firm.
My firm.
My firm. Yeah. In my firm, I don't use English. Yes. And I can do some think of today. Oh gosh, I don't know what you're going to do. I can do some think of today. You were talking about thinking.
Yeah. Thinking.
I can do some thinking is okay. I can think about today, not of today. You said for men's, just for men, no S. We talk much. I would say we talk a lot or we talk quite a bit. It sounds nicer. And when you said you leave the office, no one is touching you. I don't know. Didn't know exactly what you want. Touching, I think, is the wrong word there. Calling, contacting. I think what you were trying to go for is getting in touch with.
Okay. No one disturbs me.
That's perfect. That's fine. Heyeon, just pronunciation-wise, when you said watch, you did the wachi, the e. So many Korean people, when a word ends with ch or sh, they attach the e sound. But try not to do that. That's fine. I enjoy watching. No to. I enjoy watching, or I enjoy watching. Is the best one. And then a very small one, Chinese food restaurant. You don't need the word food. Chinese restaurant, Thai restaurants, Spanish restaurant. I like Chinese food, but when you're talking about the restaurant, you don't need that part. Hyunsuk, you said something about when a birthday. Usually we say on their birthday. When you said black pepper, it sounded like you said paper. So pronunciation, make sure it's a short E, pepper, not paper. I very enjoyed, just maybe say really enjoyed. And then I heard a student say this the other day, and I didn't mention it, but now that you said it also, it sounds a little bit strange. When we're talking about boxing, we usually call it a punching bag, but I guess maybe Korean people like to call it a sandbag. It's not of course I understood what you were saying. We usually say punching bag. Yeah. And you were talking about before the finish 1 minute, maybe we finished with 1 minute remaining, or we finished with less than 1 minute remaining. You're talking about the escape room. Ga-young, when you were doing your 1 minute speech, I just clarify this point, want to clarify this point. You said it's very arguable. I think it might be better to use the word controversial. It's very controversial. You said it's uncommon in this area. I would maybe change area to field. It just sounds a little bit better. Area sounds too much like maybe a physical area, but it's not a big mistake. And you changed yourself. You said I should, and then you said I had to. I just wrote down had to. Sounds much better than I should. When you're talking about something in the past and you had to do it, not should. And last one, I think you said realize my shortage. Maybe you want to say my shortcomings. Means the things that you can do better, right? The things you can improve. And Taehi, you said there are not so many informations. There is not so much information, or I would even change so much to that much. There is not that much information. You said there are a lot of menus. Usually we always talk about menu in a singular. Their menu is huge or vast. Their menu is so large. Their menu. It's one thing, and you choose from the menu. You were talking about from that something from that travel. I think it sounds better to say from that trip instead of travel. And I can way more focus on my work. I can focus on my work much better, or I can, put that part at the end. I can focus on my work way more, or much better even sounds better. Hayoung, I made my mind, I will improve my English. Maybe I made up my mind, just throw in the word up. You said you got a very fresh air from my AC. It just sounded a little strange how you said, very fresh air. Maybe just changing to some. I got some fresh air from my AC. My AC is not that fresh, just cold, but maybe you have a better one than I do. And call them whether I can register or not. Call them and ask. Maybe throw in another word there. I call them and ask if or ask whether I can register or not. Just add the word to ask. And you said they are easy to have meal there. Maybe it is easy, not they are easy. It is easy. Seijin, last one. It seems not to be true. I would say it doesn't seem to be true. So not a mistake, just sounds a little more natural. Another one that's not a mistake at all, but usually when we're talking about the numbers, 21,100, you don't need the and. It's not a mistake. 21,100. 21,000 and